Okay, sound check. Over here. See if that works. All right, that's up. Kill the sound. Turn you off. Hat off. All right. So, guys, welcome back to Old Guy Gene Gamer. Welcome back to Napoleon in Russia, where we're holding off the worst of the worst, the French. We have a rear guard action happening. We are looking so solid right now. Oh, might have to work myself back. I think I can go back to partner thing on that and Twitch on it as an affiliate. So, but then again, I can't dual stream by their rules. So we are heading back in while I relax and sit back, because the nice thing about turn-based strategy games, nothing is, oh my gosh. All right, we are on a defensive maneuver. So, all right. What I am interested in is whether or not the volumes are good. We shall see in a second. Cannonade first. Can we shoot these? Oh, man. Okay. These guys are the closest. Load up and click. Yes, same group. Oh, yeah. Sweet. Nice shot. Now, time for you guys. Same group. Try and break them. Okay, no effect. Now you guys, with your Generalissimo, same group. No effect. All right. You guys need to learn to shoot better. All units have been considered. Got it. All right, next phase. So basically right now we have a few units of cavalry out front. We have 3 units of cavalry out front, and we are holding hard onto this. CJ. William. How are you today? Happy New Year. Thank you, thank you. Same to you. Who is CJ? Oh, don't shoot my cavalry, you scumbags. Damn French. They need more freedom fries. Whatever. So, this game was released in 1997, guys. This is the height of turn-based strategy games back then. No worries, man. I was curious. I thought we were talking about a car I can't buy here. William, have you ever played this game? Stop shooting my horsies. We like horsies in Russia. We give them vodka. Ah, all right. So you can find this game. I posted links in the description below, but you can find this game on Abandonware. It was created by Talonsoft. Now, there was this huge board game company. Would you stop shooting my people? Jesus. Ooh, this is before civilization, basically. It comes basically, it's from a, I believe it was created off of board games from way back when. And we're talking, I played those board games in the late 70s, early 80s on a ping pong table. We spread out like 2 or 3 board maps and you had all counters all over the place, like thousands of pieces of friggin' cardboard for counters and stuff. Well, I have one of the newer civilizations too. But, so it was created from that. I mean, this is the precursor to Axis and Allies, Risk, and everything. Okay, they're cavalry charging me. That guy came over quite a far. He's going to hit this guy. Yep. Hold, General, hold. Oh, no! The horses lost. They hit me. Did we beat them off? We beat them off. So we lost 1 unit of cavalry. Yeah, this is all these games that I'm talking about were precursors to Axis and Allies. Okay, I mean, I'll have to look it up, but I used to play one game would take me a month to play. And the ping pong table would be set up and we'd have to keep the cats out of the basement while we were playing because the cats would just climb all over the game and knock everything over. So, yeah, this is like one of those super long style games. We're at turn 18 of 26 on the first scenario of the Battle of Borodino, which is where Napoleon was turned back by the Tsar Alexander, who got damn lucky. And Alexander actually pulled back from this battle. He fought to a standstill and then disappeared overnight, leaving nothing left after literally fighting the French to a standstill. And that is what stuck Napoleon in his massive retreat out of Russia in the winter that basically totally destroyed his allies' armies and his army. So, yeah. All right, so we've got our movement phase here. Oh, yes, I got my guys here that are like sitting in the background, fighting for Mother Russia. A whole 175 men versus this whole corps right here. It's all cavalry, right? Pretty much. Yeah, we're not going to move you. Stay where you are. Napoleon never played... No, he played Risk all the time. He did quite well until he decided to push against 3 fronts at once and no navy. There's the Cossacks. So basically the Cossacks just charged 1, 2, 3, 4. They wiped out 4 units of artillery last turn. This, oh hell yeah. I should hit them, but what's important right now is hitting these guys. All right, guys. Come here. Perfect. You're going to hit the, hit that. So you're going to hit their skirmishers, and then hopefully we can carry off and into the artillery. And our second row of Cossacks, our second grouping of Cossacks can come this way. So we are trying to right now literally hold back the French army while we retreat from Drissa into Borodino. And if you go back to the first one of this, I read all the history coming up to all of this. But basically, Napoleon outmaneuvered Tsar Alexander, and he blamed his Secretary of War and the guy running Drissa for his failures. At which point, you know how it is. They turned around and went, okay, we're going to put this other guy in charge. And he didn't want to fight at Borodino either, but was forced to by Tsar Alexander. So that's where we stand as of right now. Hold on. We need you to come forward as far as you can. Now you. 375. Going to bring you in front of the artillery so you can hammer them next turn. So right now I'm using my cavalry as a shock force to slow down the advance because I have 8 turns. I don't think Rasputin was alive then. I'd have to look it up. I thought Rasputin was more... Actually, I think he was with Alexander. So it might be possible. You'd have to look up Napoleon's invasion. This is 1812. So I don't know. You'd have to look up 1812 Rasputin and Tsar Alexander. That's very political, by the way. I'm not really knowledgeable about the Russian politics compared to what happened with the Napoleonic campaigns. 2 years before you were born. You were born in 1814? Damn. Yeah, I really should pull them back, but the safer move might literally be to run them sideways and out. I would love to hit these guys and keep going because I think I can get through and be in there. Yeah, I can. All right. Let's see if we can go here. Don't think I can do that. All right, how about this way? No, this way. No. Straightforward. No direct path. Really? Let's try one group. No. Try the other group. Nope. All right. Don't know how to tell you this, guys, but you're kind of like going to have to hit these guys and wipe them. Good luck. Yeah, so I'm trying to hold them back. Well, Shibi, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. All right, we're pulling the skirmishers forward. We have a whole bunch of skirmishers up here. Going to shove them in with the artillery if we can. So the goal here is for us to slow down for 8 more turns. This mass of crap coming from Napoleon. Okay? And the French were like disgusting, if you want to know the truth, when it came to their military. It's, I would say civilization was built more or less. I'm glad to see you're doing better. Yeah, this is more or less before civilization, because this came out in 97. Can I get you back? I can. Perfect. And you guys, can I pull you back too? Yes. All right, so we're going to take, we basically made these guys form square. And they're kind of like haphazard. One group is in column, one group is in square. These guys are in square except for one group, which is skirmishers, which are inside or tied in with the column. But troops in square do not have firepower compared to regular troops, nor can they move as fast. So that's good. We put a bunch of these in square as well. So these guys are in square, which is good. These guys hit my line and fell apart. We held, which is a miracle considering the fact that we weren't in square when the cavalry struck. So, yeah, I've got a whole bunch of guys in this redoubt right here, which is the only redoubt we have. We're about to move these guys into the redoubt so that while we don't have, we'll put everybody in line. Once I get everybody there, we'll drop them into line and we'll start extending our lines a little bit, and we'll take some more damage. But we'll be able to punish Ney. Marshal Ney is running the attack here. And Ney was a big believer in cavalry charges. Well, he's a cavalryman. The problem with Ney, and this is the problem that Ney had overall, was he never backed up his cavalry with infantry. Almost like, you know, those idiots with tanks, those tank commanders that charge in with no infantry supporting them. You know? We'll turn this guy around. We'll start gathering up all of our cavalry so we can hit again. You go in. No? You might stay there. Okay. All right. So I can't pull this artillery out, so we're stuck. This artillery can't move, and these artilleries, I don't remember how to combine them anymore. I can't get them to combine so I can get the artillery out. So the artillery is stuck. So basically I'm using them to punish the French before they get overrun. Because all we want to do is hold and slowly but surely fall back. Because our goal is to protect the army heading into Borodino itself. I could take that general, but then I move my troops out. So here's our second line. Our second line is right here, which, as you can see, we've got 3 redoubts, high ground. We've got 3 sets of artillery, which the Russian artillery was larger than the French artillery as in number of pieces. The Russians were a true believer in pack as many pieces of artillery into a company as possible. So while most people in back then would have 6 pieces, or the Russians would have 8 to 10, and it would just compound that way. Well, Charge of the Light Brigade was a prime example of it as well. And by the way, the Indians out in that fought against what was that? The tea company in Russia, in England. Forget the name of them right now, but that took over India and had their private army and their own private government and stuff for a while. They, the guys that the U.S. threw the tea into the Boston Harbor. The Indians fought, the Maharajas literally also believed heavily, some of them very heavily, into artillery. So we're basically pulling back, trying to get you're staying. So right now, all I'm trying to do is punch them in the face. There we go. So that I hold them up. So basically, we can stall the French as long as possible. Napoleon did that on his retreat from Moscow, and his rear guard pretty much got decimated, fighting off the partisans, the military, all the militias and everything else. They basically got decimated doing it, as well as starving and collapsing and freezing, and it was a nasty retreat. And we're going to put back out we're going to actually unlimber you. So we're going to deploy the artillery so we can cover our people pulling back. Because we're going to start pulling back our cavalry and pretty much leave the infantry to fall back under fire. Keeping our main goal in mind of just beating up the French. We want to bloody them so hard. And that's what the French did. That's what happened to the French. Ney got bloodied so hard in this pursuit out of Drissa that he lost a day. And he took losses exponentially more than the losses that he caused. His losses were far exceeded what he caused. So, would you stop shooting my people? All right, so I'm getting a little bit more tired. So, after 8 turns, we go to the next scenario in this. Remember, this game was built in 97 when Windows 3.1 and 95 was out there. And nobody had 16 gigs of RAM was like, oh my God, you had a massive computer and you spent thousands upon thousands of dollars. This virtual machine is running 16 gigabytes and I'm not even hurt. One unit disordered. Okay. All right, my turn. We're going to shoot some people in the face, if we can. We're going to start with you. Hit these guys again. If I can get them to break, they might break another unit. 75. Okay. You guys are not fatigued much yet. The higher the number on FA, the better, the more they're going to break. And we're not there yet. Yeah, I know. I remember that when I was jumping for 40. I remember having 40 gigabytes worth of hard drive space. I still probably have some of them in the other building. It's just amazing how we've done that. Right. We're not shooting the general because I don't want to waste the musket balls. Oh, come on, guys. Put down those French. I don't know what the Russians called the French. I haven't looked it up. I could. I actually should look it up because that would just add more flavor to this, but still. Cavalry charging. So, yeah, this is true way back when. Real time, turn-based combat. All right, charge. Yep, overrun. So they lost their skirmishers. You're good. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like it if you're not sending tons of data these days. All right, so now we've got the Cossacks, our reinforcements, as well as some of our regular, I think those are Lancers? Can't tell. Hussars, no, swords. Armored and sword. These guys are wearing cuirassiers, all the friggin' armor that they thought that doesn't really protect you from musket balls, but it kind of might work from range. Okay, so we've done all of that. Now we go to the melee phase. So we are pretty much getting to the point where, okay, we want to add these guys first because they're going to hit from behind. By the way, leaving artillery out like this, they're just asking for it. We'll add, hold on. Okay. Melee, add to melee. Yeah, 6-to-1 modifier. Let's see if we can add more. Add to melee. All right. Now we're going to resolve the melee, and this is the ultimate of turn-based graphics here. Yep, there we go. Okay. We can't attack anymore. However, they have lost 1, 2, 3, 4. They've lost 4 or 5 units of artillery. So that worked out quite well for the long term. I think we're going to take it on the chin in the short term. We're going to hit these guys because they're in the way. All right, 1-to-1 modifier. That works. Again, we basically want to stop them. Oh, I hit the wrong button. All right, resolve. Well, let's do that again. What we want to do is stop them from moving forward. Okay, the longer I can jam them, the better I'm doing. That's coming. The Talonsoft put out a Battleground series, and this is number 6 out of 8. They've done World War II. They've done a lot of the battles for the Civil War, Shiloh, and a bunch of the other big ones. They put out one called Age of Sail, which turned me totally onto Talonsoft way back when. The problem with Age of Sail is until you get into combat, it's okay, we're sailing, and it's very realistic as far as time goes, and you can push it forward. So All right, we got beat up, but they're going to be slowing down. I figured we might. We're already tired. So, yeah, this stuff is pretty wild when you think about it. We're going to hit these guys. But all of these games I'm talking about right now, oh, working designs. I'll see you in a bit, William. It was great talking to you. Have a good holiday, the rest of the holiday. Is that map really that bad? It looks kind of okay to me. I mean, it's not exactly the simplistic, the most simplistic map out there. All right, so we got a 3-2 modifier, and let's resolve this one. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was coming in pretty good. I'm not really watching that. It is running on my smallest screen, so we're talking graphics from, if you had a 14-inch or 17-inch CRT monitor, you were high end back then, okay, or something like that. So yeah, this is one of these games that, whoa, we did it. Take a look. Take a look. We pushed them. We actually made a bunch of units route. 11 units disordered. 1 unit rallied. 1 unit recovered fatigue. 2 units routed. And we took out 2 of their generals. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think one of my really good friends about this time actually was looking at the plasmas. So, but we did somewhat of what I wanted to do. We took out 2 generals, we pushed them, but we've actually had units route, which means they're going to have to take time to get them to come back. But the French always had their troops routing. One of the things about Napoleon was he just shoved people into columns and shoved them at the enemies in big, huge blocks, saying, look at the size of this thing. You're going to be scared. And a lot of armies were, except for Wellington. Wellington would just spread his men out wider and thinner and just keep shooting. Mathematically, it's smart. But you got to have troops that are trained to, 1, stand, 2, understand how noisy and loud it's going to get, and 3, are used to actually working with ammunition. And ammunition was expensive, so most armies didn't do live fire drills. The British did, by the way. The British were able to get 4 to 5 rounds per minute out of the Brown Bess. I was explaining that to I was telling my son about that when I picked him up today from soccer. To think about the fact that most units back then in the 1800s and 1700s, when the United States got lucky with their revolution because Britain was fighting in other places, did not use live fire because it was expensive And when their troops, the Spanish were notorious for this. When the troops would fire their guns, the noise of it would scare everybody. Would scare their own troops and they'd rout. So, yeah. All right, let's go forward a little bit. Okay, so we have square right in front of us, which means the artillery should cut them down pretty good. Nope, not that time. But square versus artillery or infantry is basically a meat grinder against the square. Against cavalry, though, the square was the best thing ever invented. All right, I guess that didn't work. However, they are pushing around. Nice. You guys are, I should have put you into the swamp. If you survive, you're going in the swamp. But you got to survive. All right. Your turn. But it is turn 19. And they haven't pushed past my first line yet, and we're at turn 19. Which means we're holding. Oh. If you ever get the chance to read a good historical fiction book, I would suggest the Richard Sharp series about the Napoleonic Wars, and particularly the Portugal and Spain version. I have most of them on Audible. Actually, I think I have all except one on Audible. Okay, so our horse is held. So far, we're holding, which is good. All right, are you guys are still in column. Oh, this is going to be painful for you. And you guys are in column. So I could basically charge across this guy, hit you, and I'm done. And the same with you. Which would get these guys back and out of harm's way. All right, let's start. You're holding up. We're going to move you to here, so that when these guys show up, you'll be able to shoot them. We have basically held them up just by being there. We're going to move you forward. Call you back. All right. I guess we're going to hit them. Next. You. All right. That's good. Okay. They're bringing in their flankers. We'll bring you this way for now. You're going to get... I'm on turn 19 of 26, and each turn has 6 phases per side. So it's 12 phases or 12 mini turns inside one major turn. Yeah, this game, I played 5 hours and I got about halfway in the other day. It's not like this is a fast-paced game. It's like a very slow-paced game. So we're going to try and pull them back and just go straight out and then ride them around the side. You guys might make it in. No, next turn. This one. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Pull back. So we're going to pull the cavalry out as much as we can. All right, I'm full. I don't think I can fit anybody else in there due to stack limits. However, we're going to take you. We're going to take you, not you. And we're going to bring you back to this group. So that everybody has a general that we can get to. You guys are going to hold, because I can't pull the artillery out. You guys are kind of fatigued. And you've lost maybe half your strength. So let's pull you back. There we go. Again, you guys got to protect. I don't think I can stack you in, so you guys have the right flank to hold. Okay, back to our second line, which might not see action, which, by the way, I am totally okay with. Units, turn clockwise, please. There we go. So we can get the attack in on them. So, yeah, it's just a lot of mini turns inside of turns. But again, our goal as rear guard is not to win, but to hold for as long as possible. Their turn to shoot at us for defensive. You see how a lot of them are changing their formation to square when the horses are around? That's perfectly fine. That does what I want it to do, which slows down movement. And if you're shooting in square, 1/4 of your firepower is firing at in any one direction. So forming square was actually not a really good move when it came to firepower. It was really good to defend against a cavalry charge. We've made them deploy cavalry against the... I'm sorry, deploy artillery against the cavalry instead of moving forward. So that is also good, because that just keeps slowing them down, which is the goal right now. All right, so we're just going to keep shooting at them until we run out of ammo. And then we're going to run. If I can get my boys out, we're going to get them out. But for now, just allowing them to shoot, again, increases fatigue or does some damage and beats on the morale. So, all right, now we're into cavalry charge phase. I can't charge that way? All right. That puts me into melee phase, which these guys are now in square, which means it's going to be painful, but not much I can do about that. Again, wanting them to go into square formation keeps everything where I need it. All right. Now melee phase. If you think that this is slow, wait until we get into the actual Grand Redoubt and a few of the others. All right, 3-to-1 modifier. Resolve it. Yeah, we should have overrun them. Hit the column. A 1-to-3 because we're outnumbered, but possibly because we are actually charging, we might be able to... Nope. We got crushed. In column, we weren't able to break it. Okay. After this, we pull back. We've done our job. We've hit them. We've hit them from the flank. We've done a good job of hitting. We've made them stop, form ranks into squares. So we've done everything that we really do need to do. Oh, can't hit them. Yeah, pretty much push them back. No, can't hit them. Can't hit them. We're done. Next. Over here. We can hit these guys from behind. Add to melee. 2-1. Ah, phooey. I keep hitting the wrong button. Melee. Add to melee. Resolve the melee. Hit him hard. Oh, man. And I would say that that's pretty much it. All right, we're at turn 20 out of 26. Again, it looks like we're holding really well. They've got 9. They've got reinforcements. Again, they're moving forward. They're in pursuit. 9 units undisordered. Okay, so at 21, they've got 9 back. 1 unit rallied. 2 units routed. Right, the ones we hit, the skirmishers we hit with the cavalry that didn't get overrun. No units resupplied. Okay, so I think that was a supply wagon. No, more artillery. Okay. This might be parts of Napoleon's main army coming in. Yep, there goes. They're pulling back their. Look at that. We made them slow down. We're making them go around, slow down, pull back some units. So, okay, they've reinforced the squares. This is more like a couple of if you bring it up to today's standards, this is more like some of the real-time scenarios where you're playing not Civilization, but another one just like it. I'd have to look on Steam. And basically you play as a political person until you get into combat, and then you lay out your troops that were in the area with reinforcements coming, and you're always hitting pause and checking and moving and unpausing. And so yeah, but I think for a mid 1990s game, this is actually quite good. It's still one of the standards that, if you want to know these games, you know what I'm talking about, as one of the standards of the game. All right. We're going to hit you again. Because I don't know if you have anybody to shoot. Nope. Okay. Nice shooting. What have they got left? All right, so we will be able to survive that if we don't break. And the Russians should be doing quite better as far as morale goes because they're actually defending. They have a bigger stake in the game. I do love how they have all these little screenshots that they took of the cosplayers who reenact combat, or they paid for blurry images of movies that were shot. Either way, it is kind of cool that they added that. So, yeah, their turn to charge. So we sit back and we watch their turn to shoot, to try and punch me in the face personally. Nope, they didn't. However, they broke. 3 units were finally routed. Makes sense. These guys basically got punched in the face. They're also, I'll have to check, but I do believe that they're Cossacks. Nope, the Hussars who took it hard. And then one of the groups of the Cossacks broke. They should come back. They have a commanding officer. We're going to have to send one over. I'm not surprised they broke. I am surprised that it took this long. Because cavalry back then were lords and were the lords, the gentry, the nobles who were in it for the glory, but never listened to anybody. Particularly the British heavy cavalry were absolutely known for not listening to orders and going out for personal glory and just getting wiped off the map after an initial charge. All right. These guys are routed. So let's get them out in the way. You guys are really getting fatigued. So, yeah, go that way. I can't turn you yet. So we'll basically run you probably into the valley here and see if we can actually get you around and out. Because basically this line right now is done for massive counterattacks. I just got to let the infantry hold. because they did their job. The cavalry has done their job. We'll put you back here just so you can hit somebody before we pull you back. Right, gather everybody up. Let's get them home, because they'll be home for Christmas. You're not going anywhere, but you guys are going to... No? All right, let's see. We put you in. Let's see if we can get 3 in. There we go. And you guys can go here. Perfect. There are stacking limitations. This is my movement phase, so next turn defensive phase will throw you into... We'll take... Actually, yeah, because until I get you all out of this, you won't... I'll have some disordered troops in there. We'll pull you back. Get you rested. You can hold, actually. Go to the right flank and hold. 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 Stay on the road and roll as much as possible. All right, where are you on fatigue? You guys are fatigued as hell. Okay. Time to pull back. Won't move you. I want to get some troops into you. Pull back to here, please. Thank you. We'll start pulling you back. And we'll get you in with the artillery over there. I want them with that artillery if I can get them there. All right. Their turn to shoot at me again. So, gotta wait for this to all happen. There's nothing I can do until they decide it's my turn to make decisions. And I don't have a place to put the cavalry yet to get them out of danger. They're just gonna have to ride it out. All right. Cavalry charge. I don't think I'm hitting anybody. No. However, No? Oh, you can't go. You're facing the wrong way. Go. Thank you. Yeah, cavalry charges have a good position and a bad position. They move fast, but your troops get more tired and are disordered. They're not in formation. No units to do anything in melee. All right. More reinforcements. 6 units just undisordered. 5 have recovered fatigue. And we shot one anonymous with another, so they replaced him with another anonymous. All right, 21 out of 26. 5 more turns, guys. And we're on to the next scenario of this battle for Borodino. So we're getting closer to the absolute meat grinder. And I think I might have met the minimum requirements for the victory. But Marshal Ney was a very brave general. Moved up from the ranks, I believe, too. Which could not happen in most armies, other than the French army back then in Europe. Most of the armies, the military commanders were nobility. A lot of the nobility raised them from their own private funds. I mean, if you get into the economics of the British army back then, it was really, really, really harsh. Let alone some of the idiocy that was happening back then. As well. Because to put it bluntly, Wellington would not have been a general at his age unless he was rich. And a few other admirals and others as well. It was somewhat merit-based, somewhat luck, and some of it was literally, I have enough money to buy my next position. That was true in the Army and in the Navy in England. You had to purchase commissions. And if you weren't rich and you got promoted in the field as a commander, Whitehall would and did remove the promotion and allow your position to be purchased by somebody with money and very little to no combat experience whatsoever. And that way, it's amazing that the British were able to do a ton of things. And back then, very few generals actually understood anything about what it actually takes to field an army. while Napoleon did, he actually ransacked countrysides to support his armies. They could steal anything they wanted, etc. Wellington actually made you buy the food and other supplies from the locals, though he did print counterfeit money to do it. Don't think he was this spectacular person. He wasn't. We need to train you. There we go. Now you can shoot somebody. All right, next phase, please, since we didn't have any defensive fire. Melee phase right here. No. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Movement phase. All right. Everybody's got to come out of a square and get ready for the infantry. All right. So these guys broke. Yep. I'm not surprised. They basically totally took it on the chin to get everybody here. Because they literally, this was like just a pack the columns, which is the French method of attack, and forced every single one of these a ton of these columns into square, but they took it on the chin to do it. So they did their job. They did it quite well, and they paid the price. These guys are still routing. I think we can get them through. They're not routed, so let's start bringing them over. We'll move you that way. You, my friend, can go down into here. So yeah, I think we've pretty much done our job. We got 5 turns just to push them back. So unless something goes terribly, terribly wrong, we've done our job. This one. You. Yeah, I know. My computer's at risk. Thank you. It's not connected to anything. Thank you. Units. Turn clockwise, please. Now we can shoot these people in the face. Your fatigue is at 6 and at 9. All right. You. Come back to here. You. Go there. I want to be able to hit that column. Just to beat on them a little bit more on the way back. Targets of opportunity and all of that. Come on. See how far we can get you. You're good? Right. Who's that? That's just a general. Take the general. Next turn we'll take the general. We can ransom him off and get some money. Yes, that was a thing. And if military officers gave their word they wouldn't try and escape, they were left to wander around in the back of the enemy all day long. All right, guys, go take the town. Go fight in the huts in the village and everything else. It'll just take them an extra turn to push. Next phase, they get to shoot at me again. Damn it. It's a one-way street. They're shooting at me, but I'm not shooting at them. Oh, okay. My turn. I want to shoot somebody. Oh, here we go. Oh, you can't shoot. Ha! Didn't know we were there, did you? That's right. I'd yell about how American marksmen are great, but this isn't the Americas. Oops. Shoot these guys. Oh, man. This is what happens when you don't teach them citizens to shoot guns because you're afraid they're going to revolt, and then you get invaded. Yes, the Tsar Alexander did not like his men to be armed unless he was in control of them. Come across. No? This way? Really? Why are you saying I can charge when I can't? Okay, you guys are not going to set up for that. All right, I guess you can't charge. Oh well. Next phase. $75. Yeah, I think we're going to hit them. Light troop versus light troop. Punch each other in the face. 2-1. This will be interesting. All right. They lost their position, but it was basically a wash in actual losses. You guys have 325. I'm at 525. Melee. Add to melee. 3-2 I'll take again. Just beating on the enemy. All right, so they lost more. No change in position. No, we pushed them. Even better. All right, now we got to get back. The problem is most people back then did not like to retreat. All right, one unit routed. The unit we just hit. And 2 units have been resupplied. We saw that coming. All right. That was well played, actually, where we pushed them back. Rear guards. Rear guard actions. Always some of the most bloodiest fighting out there, and always frightening if you can't control the people hitting you and bloody them enough so they stop and slow down. What you want to do is get them to back off so you lose contact by them retreating a little bit versus you running headlong behind you, going, oh my God, they're going to kill me. Because if we turn our back on the French right now, it's over. They're literally going to roll up the army. That's why most military people don't like it to be called a retreat. But here comes the forward parts of probably the main army. If you think this is going to take long, a lot of these scenarios have 52 turns for the scenario. This is only half that. And I turned off Fog of War because I'm still trying to remember exactly how all of this works. But with Fog of War, you really can't undo anything anyways in this game. But with Fog of War, you don't eat, all they say is troops are moving. No, actually, I'm fighting a rear guard action. I've been deployed. The main Russian army is retreating, not routing, retreating to Borodino. Oh no, some people will be yelling about it, so I'm just pointing out the fact that this is like half of what the actual big main parts of the battle are. By the way, I will be downloading on Abandonware the Waterloo next. I really don't think that Waterloo. They missed a few Talonsoft in the Napoleonic Wars that were fought in Spain, because Spain was atrocious. Wellington versus I think it was Jerome was the French were disgusting, and the Spaniards retaliated in kind. It was brutal, brutal. All right, so we can't. I can't pull back? Okay, let's try you first. No. You can pull back. All right, you're there. Enjoy. Okay, offensive fire phase, cavalry charge phase, melee phase. All right, my turn. Okay. Movement phase. Oh, that was firing phase. I was reading. I was reading chat. Oops. All right. Let's see if we can come in behind these guys. No, you can go that way though. I would really, really, really. Yeah, the routing troops. I want to hit this. If I can hit this, I'll be happy. That'll take it to about 6 units of artillery just wiped out. Almost. All right, how do I want to get you out of Dodge? You're going to get run down by these guys. So go there, become part of the partisans. Don't go in the valley, just keep riding. You're going to hold. You're going to hold. Oh, do you see what I see? Let's see if I can get to him. I would absolutely adore the ability to get to more artillery. All right, where do I want to go with you? Probably want to get behind this ridge line right here. A fastest way to do that would be to follow the road for the most part. There we go. Back up. Thank you. They're in that. You're here. Fatigue is 6. All right, you can hit those guys just because, and then we're going to pull you. Okay, keep gathering up. Keep moving things back. You're good. I need to get you some line troops. Yep, we got Colonel Anonymous. 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 All right, next turn we pull you out. Okay, so I want you to move forward. I'm going to put you with them just so they have some backing. You guys are going to sit there and hopefully hold up a couple of units. Okay, your turn. All right, my turn. All units have been considered. Really? I don't have anybody I can shoot. Nope. And you don't have a line of fire. This is a good thing. No. How about you? Why can't I shoot these guys? Oh. Oh, this is a night turn. Sweet. Sweet, we're fighting at night. Everybody pulls back next turn. Oh, baby, yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. I had noticed that. That is even better. Better. No? All right. That didn't work. It's a night turn, so we won't do any of that. All right. Melee phase. Anybody? Well, we have a melee. That's right. Two to one. Oh, hell yeah. Push them sideways. Beautiful. You're done. That was it. Okay. Let's see if it's a day turn. One unit routed. The one I just hit. All right. Turn 23. Night. Visibility 1 hex. There it is. So they're going to move up. And we're basically going to do what Russia did in Borodino and in Drissa. Drissa, by the way, is where we're falling back from. But they did it in Borodino too, where at night they pulled out. And when they pulled out of Borodino, Napoleon had no choice but to enter to go for Moscow and then leave. And basically Moscow was nothing in the in Russia anymore. Everything had moved to St. Petersburg. I think St. Petersburg was then renamed into Stalingrad and then was renamed back to St. Petersburg after Stalin. Because nobody could be greater than Stalin while he was alive. You know, they might try and rename New York City Trump, but I don't know. That would make me puke. But it's the same damn idea. Know what I mean? All right. Three turns left, including this one. Looks like we held. I mean, you can see I'm going to get overrun if I'm not careful. There's no way around it. So the trick is to make their victory Pyrrhic. Though I don't think it carries on to the next scenario, which is a shame. The rewrite of it might, but not this. By the way, John Tillard, who built these games as the lead, is now selling them off his website, Matrix Games, with updates enough so that you don't have to play as hard as trying to go back to VMware to do all of this. So I'd have to look at the specs for all of that, but still. All right, so we took our one shot. I believe it's only one shot. Yep. That's because we didn't throw any burning pitch balls of hay into the breach we're trying to create to light it up for the gunners so we can have a forlorn hope. Because we don't have a forlorn hope. All right, turn 23. It's 9 p.m. on September 5th, 1812. All right, no units rallied, 3 units recovered fatigue. Okay. So, basically, I can't move the artillery. I can pull you out. Let's start looking at what I really want to try and salvage out of this. You're still routing. All right. If you're still routing, can I take you this way? I can. All right, it's nighttime, so see if I can go that way a little bit and get out of here. Yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I shall only fear the evil of the French. Oops. Okay, keep pulling back. You're going to hold. You're going to go here. You're going to go into the valley. All right, hold here. Hold here. You're in a good position. All right, can I punch these guys in the face? It would not be advisable. But when have I ever done something that was advisable? We'll go there and just stick our nose out and see if we can do them to do something. All right. Go there. You're good. You guys should be in column, but I don't want to move you. Next defensive phase, we'll pull you out and drop you into column for walking. See them running? See them running? Full-fledged flight. Kind of makes me wish I still had cavalry that was not like worn out. All right, defensive phase, your turn. You'll get a couple of shots off, probably. Nope. You deployed. Ow, mommy! All right. Yeah. They're getting hurt. But one more hit, and then we got to back them off. Nice. Just punch him in the face. For Mother Russia. You have woken the bear. It is time to pay the price of waking the bear. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, did we get Murat? We got Marshal Murat. Holy wow. Wow. That is friggin' crazy. We just took one of Napoleon's main generals, one of the ones he trusted for armies. Wow. Amazing. Now I wish I had some infantry following up. It'd be beautiful to turn those guns on him, on their own troops right there. Just lay it up right up in here someplace or in the village and just start firing in at the flank. I can't believe we got Murat. Yeah, I know. Three to one. See if we can do some serious damage from behind. All right, we push them. Can't hit them again, though, for some reason. But they're disordered. They've got a fatigue now of 5. They're getting crushed slowly. 250, 475. They're in square, though. Might be able to get away with this. Let's see. 3-2. All right, let's go. We still got to do it. Got him. Got him. Why are you yelling Vive la France when I kicked you in the face? I put that big, huge, bear-skinned boot across the nape of your neck. Yes, the Imperial Guard is not in on this one. They'll make their showing. They had bearskin hats and big, huge beards and ringlets and mustaches, and fiercely loyal to Napoleon. Not to France, but to Napoleon. A 3-1 advantage here. Hit him. Nice. Six to 1 modifier. Nice. Hit him again. Hit him again. And start rolling him up. Beautiful. I don't have anybody else I can attack. I can't. I want to attack the river. Can I attack the river, please? No, he can't attack the river. Hold on a second. If I was Caligula, I would attack the river. Because I'd be attacking Poseidon. Because I'm Caligula, the god, and I'm attacking the god Poseidon. No, I'm not joking. I am not joking about that at all. He actually did that. All right. Whoa. What the hell? 5 units undisordered out of 34. No units rallied, so they're still running. 9 units recovered fatigue because they didn't move. I routed 4 units. So these 2 units busted right here, which means they could route this guy. And then we got the other 2 more units, and Marat has been replaced by General of the division Montbrun, and Montbrun has been replaced with Wathier. Wow. Pretty interesting. And Marat's going to sit in the middle of Siberia. Oh, that was it. Yeah, they're going to start pushing the left flank a little bit. Here they come. It's 10 p.m. at night. They're still pushing forward, but slowly. We're holding. We are holding. Cost us a lot of cavalry, but we are holding. Okay. They dropped out more skirmishers. So when Napoleon did his big, huge, massive attacks, and he showed you he was building them, when they sent out the skirmishers to try and push away the riflemen for the British and the Portuguese, because the Portuguese were trained as riflemen by the British, the Greencoats, the Green Jackets, spectacular group, okay, highly decorated. They, as the column caught up to the skirmishers would fall into the front of the line. And of course, they're walking into a fusillade of company fire. 2 ranks stretched across hilltops. that stepped up onto the hilltop to fire as Napoleon or any of the other French generals attacked uphill. Wellington always chose good defensive positions. He never fought, he hated fighting an offensive battle. He really hated doing sieges, from what I've read. So, because they were just brutal. But I'm basically using the Russian tactic that they've always used since Peter the Great. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Let them hit the Russian winter and then counterattack. That is the Russian methodology. And it worked. Remember, they had no such a thing as what? Oh, yes. What was that? What's that thing that now goes up in the air? Airplanes. They had no airplanes back then. Even now, you have to be able to do one thing. Get people on the ground. You can fly over the ground all you want. It doesn't friggin' matter if you can't control the ground. Oh, they're coming for our little village here. You guys want some beds, huh? Nope, no beds for you. Sleep on the cold, hard rocks. They've always used that tactic. Because you have to hold the ground. It doesn't matter about air power if you don't have somebody backing it up. Yep. And they held at Stalingrad. That was a meat grinder. I can't believe that the German generals fought for it so hard. That must have come down from that short little racist guy. All right, your turn. Cavalry charge. They're actually going to send the cavalry back in. Ah, I see why. Okay, makes sense. Can we hold? No. The gun crew has been pushed off its guns. But the guns are just uncrewed. We can move back up and recrew the guns. We're almost there. We're going to pull back our light troops. We're going to start pulling them back. We're going to leave the guns, the gun crew by itself now. Pull these guys back. And I want to fall back in an orderly fashion, if possible. You're still routing. All right. Go up there. You're going to run headlong into the bad guys. I need you to come this way. Yeah, it's amazing how I held them up too. Let's see if we can get these guys out. We've only got a couple of turns left. And I just have to get them into the valley and hold. All right, boys. Pull back. You're on your own, boys. I can't do anything with them. Maybe now I can. Nope, can't. That I could not figure out how to get them out of an extended line. There we go. Just pull back. I mean, we've done our job. Believe it or not. You're going to hold. You're not surrounded yet. Good job, guys. You know they're going to take back their guns, but there's not much I can do about it. But we got Marat. We were able to hold. You guys are going to have to hold. I need you to hold. That's that whole one man versus everybody comment. Is one man more important than everybody? And we're going to want to turn you counterclockwise back to facing the enemy again. Okay. You know, which is more important, one life or many lives? We're back at that again. Some decisions are just harsh. Put the Lancers here. Lancers getting hit by a lance, man. Scary. Basically, we've just been speared at, and they were trained to harm people. It was, military training is so vicious. All right. I don't know if I can change you. Let's see. No. Oh, you're disordered. Okay. Unit cohesion. Pull back. You guys are done. You've done some damage. It's time to go home. Pull you back. Give you guys some food. Feed the horses. You're still good. Hold that village as long as possible. Their turn. I'm out of coffee. Why am I out of coffee? Okay. My turn. Don't know if we can shoot too many people. It's still nighttime. I can shoot people. Of course we want to shoot them. Keep them awake at night. No morale effect. Bloody hell. Shoot better. Cavalry charge phase. I think my cavalry is pretty much shot. Pretty much. And you guys are facing absolutely the wrong way. All right, melee turn. You are how many? 100. You are how many? No, 1-to-1 odds. Don't like it. Don't like it. I'm better off in the house. Routed. Routed. So these two are worthless. So, yeah. Turn 25. 1 unit rallied. 8 units recovered fatigue. And 3 units are no longer disordered out of 32. Not too shabby. But right here, you can see this guy ran around in a circle. That guy joined that guy. So yeah, they're still taking it in the face. 2 turns. 2 full turns. They're going around my artillery. They're probably going to let the horses take it. Which is fine, because if the cavalry did the right thing, they spiked the guns. My boys should spike the guns now too. Because if you spike the damn guns, they're going to have to dig out what you drove into the pin, to the touch hole. Yes, very old school. Put the pack of gunpowder into the barrel of the cannon, grab a ramrod, shove it down, pull the ramrod out, move to the side, put a very sharp spike that fits inside the touch hole to break the bag open, then put in your fuse. Then everybody gets out of the way as the one guy lights it, and it goes boom in your ears. Very, very, very old school. So Shivy, can you tell that somebody actually was thinking about going to West Point at one point in his life? Way back when I was a young kid. Oh, well, the wife is more important than I am, okay? Otherwise, she'll hate me, and then you'll have to leave. Can you tell that at one point in time I was seriously considering going to West Point or Annapolis? First, it was West Point, and then it was Annapolis later, because West Point back in the mid 80s did not drive history as hard as it for a degree. Very much into civil engineering compared to Annapolis. But in Annapolis, you had a choice. You could be in the Navy or in the Marines. Yeah, my kids were like amazed about that. I used to flip my dad out in the 70s. No way, man. Go. I'm totally fine. Just feel better. Give my best to the wife. Tell her she's a saint because she puts up with you. I can say that because my wife puts up with me, okay? That's the only reason I can say it, is because my wife puts up with me. Hilariously funny as that is. All right. We might have to move these guys back to control the redoubt. My turn. We're talking about my turn. My turn. All right. You guys are still routing. So we're going to leave you. We're going to start pulling you to the into the woods where you can sit and have some Western waxation. Oh, I'm off screen again. That's right. Go that way. We're going to get you into the valley if we can. Yea, though you run to the valley of saving your ass. Guys? I would tell you to abandon the friggin' guns and just join us. The guns aren't worth it. Crude guns are more... Crews that know how to handle the guns are more important. But... we are talking about way back when people thought that yeah, come back there, cover the back of the redoubt, make them climb, and we're good. You know, donk. Oh, donk. Oh, bloody hell. All right. Come that way. Thank you. You're not going anywhere. You're going here. Right. I guess you got to cross here. You're not going anywhere. Right. You're not going anywhere, but I need you. And we're going to pull you as far as we can. You are moving. I'm going to pull you to here. Can you join them? Yes. Beautiful. Swords and lances. Okay, units go clockwise. Thank you. Can you do that one more time? No. All right, we're done. Next. Nope. 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 Yes, you. All right. Keep marching up. We're going to pull you back. You hold. All right, their turn. Defensive phase. See how well we do. Have a great night, Shibby. Ah, my turn. Hit him again. Well, you got a shot in before you get overrun. All right. And melee phase. Anybody? Somebody? Nope. Okay. Last turn of the game, guys. This is it. They have 6 units that are still routed. Did some good damage. Cost us our cavalry on this, but wow. Wow, they're not coming out of... They didn't come out of square? But they are pushing forward. They've got a column past us, which I'm not surprised about. Okay, I'm surprised it took them this long to push. I mean, I would have just surrounded the redoubt, and I would have pushed hard to the redoubt and then surrounded it and pushed past. But, okay. In a pursuit like this, where they're chasing the army, you don't want to get bogged down. You want to get around. You want to push people to pull back in a way that allows you to move forward as fast as possible, and you just surround pockets and just keep going if that's what happens. Especially if the main army is pulling up, because then you let the main army do its work while you push against. While you keep pushing the retreating army to try and get them to rout. And if they rout, you got them. That is the object. The object is to get the French objective was to get us to rout. Okay, my turn. Middle of the night, 1 hex away. Do we have anybody to shoot? We do! Keep shooting, guys. No effect. Okay. Anybody else? Yeah. Shoot them. Canister, please. No, no canister. Your turn, boys. That's it. Your turn. One unit disordered. Got it. No, they're shooting my artillery. Nope, nothing. We hid behind the guns. We're a little tired. Okay, cavalry charge. Melee. You gonna hit me? No. My turn. Last turn of the game, guys. Last turn of this scenario. Nice. I've got people in their backfield. Okay, just keep pulling back. Nice. Nice. All right. Last turn for them to shoot at me. Ow. All right. My turn. Okay, we lost one. One crew. Whoa! You shot one of my crews dead and we killed all of you. Ha! Whoa, 175 down on that unit. Holy moly, they might break. They actually might break. Be interesting. If they do not want to charge a damn thing. Two to one, with one of them taking a ton of damage. Our last melee, I believe. No. However, it wasn't like that wasn't thought out. 4 to 1 is better. 2 to 1 is okay. All right. Time limit reached. Whoa. French side, objective points 100. First side was the French, objective points 100. French losses 2,850. Cavalry 5,100. 25 artillery, 19 leaders. I beat them across the friggin' board. I beat them across the damn board. Less losses, less artillery losses by half. And leaders, 4 times, they lost 4 times the amount of leaders than I did. Wow. All right. Guys, that was the approaches to the Chevardino. We've now got the first redoubt. The Chevardino redoubt. Murat's gone. As Murat's cavalry ride onto the steppe west of Borodino on the afternoon of the 5th of September, they find their foe manning an earthwork near the village of Sevardino, screened by Jaeger infantry and supported by the cavalry. The French must take this position before they can deploy properly and engage Kutuzov's main force. After laying bridges over the Kolacha near Fomokino, Compan's 5th Division, followed by 2 cavalry, corps advanced in glistening array toward the waiting Russians. 18 turns for this one to set up. Then the next one is this one. There are some scenarios in here that, yeah, it just follows the battle one step after another. The only issue is it does not work from everything else. So in probably Saturday evening, my time, JST, we're going to end up heading into this one, the Borodino Redoubt. 18 turns. That's about a good, I don't know, how long was this? 2.5, 5 the other day. That's a good 8 hours, guys. So it's going to give us about 2 or 3 days. So yeah, this game is wild, slow, but wild. But you have to really like it. All right, guys, you know what to do if you enjoyed. Follow, subscribe, like, dislike, constructive criticism in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.